Hey guys, in today's video we are going to be talking about porn and whether or not porn can ruin your sex life or your relationship. So if you enjoy porn, if you watch porn, and if you are wondering whether or not it has a negative impact on your relationship or your sex life, then today's video is going to give you the answers that you have been seeking. I am Selena, the Intimacy Angel, and I am here to help you bring your sexy back in life. And before we get started, make sure you give today's video a thumbs up because it really helps me when you share a comment, a like, and subscribe to my channel because I love having you here being part of my community.
What's up, YouTube? We've got something fun and exciting for you.
Thanks to our generous sponsor at ANEROS, we've got 2 prostate massagers to give away to 2 lucky winners, and it could be you.
That's right. To qualify, just go to CelineRemy.com/giveaway during the month of June and sign up for our email list.
That's all you have to do. Give us your email. You are 1 email away to a prostate massager. So this video starts with a disclaimer. It's not that porn is good or bad. It's about how you use porn. See, we all have things in our lives that we know are not the greatest for us. Let's talk about junk food, sugar, a little bit of those every now and then is not a biggie. But if you start to use these a lot and every single day, you know that it can have a negative impact on your health and on your relationship. And it's kind of the same with porn, you see. When you start to notice that your body is responding differently, and what I mean by that is that some people, they are starting to notice that they are no longer aroused by their partner or real life situations. That becomes a big problem because when virtual reality is more exciting than reality, you've got an issue that you need to fix. Now, some other people experience issues too with their body. So there's a term called porn-induced erectile dysfunction, meaning that men have an issue keeping it up, maintaining it up, getting a boner and an erection because of how much porn they've been using. It has a lot to do with the amount of excitement and threshold that they keep raising in watching porn, which makes it really hard then for the body to get turned on with real life situation. And we'll talk more about that in a minute. The other issue that can happen is on the other end of the spectrum, which is to experience premature ejaculation, where you watch porn and you have all of these super sexy images, you're flooding your brain with this crazy stuff, and then your body's like, overload, explode, can't control, and you experience premature ejaculation. So if that's you and you're noticing that you're no longer really turned on by your partner, or that your erections are not what they used to be, or that you're having issues maintaining and controlling your body and your ejaculation, then you are definitely having too much porn in your life and need to cut this off. Another way that porn can show up and can be a little bit sneaky is also in how it can disconnect you. So it can disconnect you from your own body, but disconnect you from your partner and from life in general. So a good way to know whether or not you're in a good place is to pay attention to how you feel when you wake up. Do you feel energized and excited by the day to come? Do you want to just take life, grab it silly and fuck it? Or are you just like pretty bored, not excited about what's coming, and just want to have things to distract you from your miserable existence? If you are in the first spot, it's fine, then whatever you're doing is great, keep doing it. If you are closer to the second example of not feeling so good about yourself, then you need to make some changes in your life. Now, what can you do then if you know you've been watching porn, you're noticing that it's creating some side effects that are not so good and you want to start to cut it down? Well, I'm gonna give you 3 things that you can do. Number 1, you want to keep your porn viewing to 1 movie at a time or 1 actress at a time. So here's the thing, most people, the way that they watch porn is that they just collect all these different little clips and go from 1 clip to another and see all of these different people and raise the excitement level, increase the threshold of how much they need in order to get turned on. While in their real life, they are in a plain, boring, monogamous relationship. Same old. And there's starting to be a big discrepancy between what they experience in their virtual reality versus what's happening in real life. And so you need to start to bring these two more in balance so that you can feel better in yourself and in your body. So think about it more as using porn in the way that you use, like that you have sex in your life, right? So that it's more the same. It has less of a big difference. My tip number 2 is to be very honest with yourself in terms of where are you really spending your time? Are you using porn and wasting your time and spending 6, 8, 10 hours a day, entire weekends, and not giving yourself the attention that your body needs, not eating right, drinking right, or anything like that? Or are you just like not wanting to feel what's happening within yourself, so you're numbing out through these external things? And so if that's the case, you want to cut down your hours tremendously. There's been a lot of studies that have been done around that, and some of the things that they've noticed is men who were watching porn, let's say every other week, like 10-20 minutes, fared much better in life than those who were watching it every week or even every day. So I'm not telling you can't watch it at all anymore, but you've got to cut it down. I don't care if you need to put a timer. Do it and stick to it, which is going to be the hardest part. But it's not like you can't do it. Just tell yourself, tomorrow I watch every Friday at 5 p.m. and I've got 10 minutes. Whatever that is, you're choosing for yourself. Give this to yourself and know that it's coming. And so are you. And my tip number 3 is that if you want to see whether or not it's really impacting your life, then you've got to remove it. And try to give yourself a full 90 days without porn. It might be hard at first. Maybe at first it's easy, but then by the time you hit day number 3 or 5, you're like, what did I do? I have no idea what to do with myself. This is really hard. And you can't just take porn away and not replace it with other things. So you've got to start maybe a list of things that bring you pleasure, that bring you joy, and commit to every single day doing one of these activities on your list. Ideally, they don't require anybody from the outside, anything else. It's about your connection to life and to yourself. So if you do these things, you are going to help your body reset. And then you can choose from there whether or not you want to have porn again in your life, if it's been serving you or if you feel so much better without it. Okay, so as I said, it's not that porn is good or bad, it's about how you use it. And there is a way to use porn in a way that is not going to ruin your sex life or your relationship. It's to use it with your partner. A lot of people just watch porn on their own, they hide in the closet and they're like, I just want to quickly do this. And there's a lot of shame, like they're in the shower or whatever that is, and they cultivate all of these negative emotions around that activity, which is not good with the body because your body keeps score. So you don't want to associate your sexual arousal with all this guilt and shame. So watch porn together. This is going to open up a dialogue. Then you guys can talk about, what did you like? How was that for you? Is it something you would want to try? Did you like it? You guys can talk about your turn-ons, your fantasies, and this is going to create a deeper intimacy and bond and bring you guys closer together. And then the second thing that you can do about porn is to not just rely on porn from other people, but to start to make your own porn. You don't have to get turned on by strangers who you just feel your energy to. You could masturbate to your girlfriend or boyfriend or wife or anything else and just save that energy for somebody you truly care about and start to create a link between your sexual arousal and the person you've chosen to be with. So if you do these, porn can have a good effect on yourself and your relationship. If you keep porn in the closet and you don't really pay attention to how it affects you, then it could, in the long term, ruin your sex life, ruin your relationship, because ultimately what it's doing is that it's creating a disconnect with yourself, your body, your partner, and your life, and you don't want that to happen. But now you have all of the steps that you need to be successful. So remember, it comes down to being honest. And how do you feel? How is this affecting you? Are you feeling good? Do you feel like you are the man you are meant to be, or are you just a shadow of yourself? And if you are not who you know you can be, take a break and focus on creating things that have meaning in your life and add value rather than waste your time and energy. Alright, I hope today's video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.